This is your daily market review for Thursday, December 12th, 2024. Let's go. Hey everyone, this is my channel to help investors and traders develop a probability-based mindset to succeed. Also try and keep friends informed of what's going on in the markets and the economy, and also a little real estate content as well. This is Dan Max at eXp Realty, aka the Trading Agent. This is your daily market review, Thursday, December 12th, 2024. Hopefully you're doing well. Not surprised by the reaction today. Again, some of the folks were discussing in the Discord room, especially Eric brought up the topic that sometimes you have CPI one way, PPI the next. Not surprised. Again, we hit some reference points. We talked about the weakness within the internals, and it still looks uglier than it really looks on paper. Be careful out there. Again, I'm not saying for sure that I know anything because, again, it's a probability-based game. You do your best to project what's potentially going to happen based on probabilities, just like you can have pocket aces and still lose. This market looks tenuous at best. And with the inflation data, again, coming in hot, it's almost like they were fudging the data until after the election, which, again, would anyone be surprised that the folks in the BLS and the government agencies would do that? Because, again, I'm not surprised. I mean, we talk about this left and right. We have weakening economy and sticky inflation. I don't know how the heck in the world the feds can say, well, we haven't hit our 2% inflation target, but we're going to start cutting rates. Again, bonds acted a certain way. Again, let's dig into it. If you're new to the channel, check out the Discord room. Link in the description below. There's tons to go over. Let me know how I can help. Again, if you'd like to hang out, chat, use the Calendly link. Let me know how I can help you. If you're looking to buy, sell, invest in real estate, and you love listening to these videos, you appreciate the content, do me a favor. Reach out. Love to talk to you, whether you're looking to buy, sell, invest in real estate, need help with some trading stuff, whatever you need. This is what it's for. It's free for now. We'll be free for the foreseeable future until we get super busy. But again, love helping people out in real estate. Just got 2 deals under contract today. Big deal. Again, sellers, again, price your houses right. Buyers, oh my gosh. I am deals. If you're new, again, look at Twitter, posting trades, posting some of the things that we got under contract. Yeah, holler at your boy. Again, if you need help, check out the trades. We're also posting on the Twitter. Also, again, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Get alerted when these videos are coming live. Also have a lot of other content as well. Again, education series, fishing videos, all sorts of fun stuff. And if you'd like to hit the thanks button, drop me a $2 thanks. That'd be cool. If not, no worries. If you wanted to donate as well, link in the description below. Also check out the website, tradingagent.com. Turning profits into properties and passive income. That is the freaking goal, y'all. Tiger Woods, y'all. All right, so CME, let's refresh this because yesterday it was 98.6% chance of a Fed rate cut. I think I saw it today around, in the 90s. This is, again, somebody knows something. Either your economy is about to fall off a cliff, hence why they anticipate more rate cuts, or the bond market is like bullshit. Bullschnight. So be careful here. That's where something smells off. You can smell what the rock is cooking. Hopefully, again, if you can see, again, certain names, fine. Other names, again, when you dig deeper in the market, it's a very, what I'd call a trader's market. Some things are working, some things aren't. And if you're not careful, you're going to get snipped. Bitcoin. Oh, man, I don't think that's the right price. I think it's around 100, but it could be incorrecto. We've talked about, just in general, the $100,000 range being importante, right? You're at the 2 times range. As I said, get over 10, whatever that 3 is. Got to hold 92. I know it's a huge range, but this is the thing. This is what can happen. Well, that didn't help. You get big blow-offs, you go into chop zones. And now, again, no one knows for sure anything, again, but based on large moves needing consolidation patterns, that would put you in a position for what? Potential chop. And that's where I want you guys to know what? Anything's possible here, meaning, like, be careful. Like, don't assume we're going to go run into 125,000 because Tom Lee's on CNBC, and don't go assume we're going to 100 million because Michael Saylor's out there. Trade the markets you see, not the ones you hope for. Again, roll up your stops, define your risk, use discipline. Discipline, Danielson. Okay, oil, as we talked about, this thing has been coming off the bottom. It's at support. I think this is going to be a short-lived bounce, but we'll see. Natty Gas got a solid bounce again today. Man, this one's interesting. Again, this is where hope and prayer doesn't always play out. I hope to get it down lower at some point. Again, demand destruction is a real thing when the economy slows. So far, we have not seen that other than a chop zone. Dollar, make you holla. Said head and shoulders top and had to hold the 20-day. Well, breaking over the range, getting into the gap should be good for bulls. We'll see again. I'd be at worst now expecting a retest of that 30-40 area. Bonds, this is what we talked about. Trouble in paradise. Said, first of all, watch this range. Said, be careful here. Said, uh-oh, rut-row raggy. Now what? Either the gap's filling or you're coming right down to the back to the range lows. Now, if we take a siesta tomorrow, don't be surprised either. This has gone from overbought to oversold pretty quickly, especially for the bond market. Ten cuidado. That's all I can say. Again, I like bonds if the market starts pulling back, but here's the problem. We know for a fact the market, again, if you've ever traded the bond market, you get choppy bottoms, choppiness, choppy tops, right? Choppy bottoms. It's kind of a thing, choppy tops. So just do yourself a favor. Is this going to be a higher low, which you would like to see if it's bullish because you have higher highs, higher lows, right? I mean, you could draw some weird trends, but again, I'm not going to go there. Not going to try to overthink it. I would just, if bullish needs to hold 89, 90 area. Let's just keep it simple, stupid, right? The KISS method. Love it. VIX, talked about it, thinking that we not deserve, but we're expecting, again, me personally, friends, homies, hombres, amigos, thinking somewhere in the 17 range should be coming at some point before the Fed meeting. VIX has been flashing green light, like somebody thinks something is coming. VIX typically bottoms before the VIX. SPY, not a huge down move. I mean, 0.5%. No one gives a shiznit. That's not the end of the world. Again, if you market headlines, nobody's going to freak out about it. You're not going to have CNBC markets in chaos. But here you go. Lower high potentially. 8 and 10 day have to hold. If not, you're coming right back down to the 20 day around 6 hundo. QQQ, if you short it up near the channel highs, congratulations. Now what? Inside day. You need more information. No one's going to sit here and like ring the bell like, yeah, we freaking got it all day. It's going to zero. No. Need more information, but it's looking good. And here's what I'm liking the most. Talked about this. Said this is the buy WM, like with a B-U-Y or B-Y-E. Bye-bye. Uh-oh. Look at that. 20-day broke. DIA has been lagging. Uh-oh. Making new lows. You get my point here? Gold. I love gold long term. I'm on record. But I've said this, and I've been trading for 20 years. It is a tricky mother freaker. Because again, the futures market from the CME, they love to play games. Gold market is one of the most manipulated markets in the world, especially the silver. Y'all know silver is manipulated like a mother. Said, look for the breakout, potentially if you broke the downtrend. Now we gap down on the CPI data. Big volume yesterday. Did not follow through. I mean, again, I don't know anything past the FOMC meeting, but if I had to guess near term, do not be surprised if this just chops around. Silver, again, we talked about how gold miners and silver had been lagging. Here you go, silver, 3-day range. Gold was going do. And this was just 3-day range, and boom, slam, jam. Not good. Miners, look at today's action. Looks amazing, going to the moon. All 3 days, pow. Pow, pow, pow. GDXJ, right? Junior should be fire. Oh, fudge. And again, we filled the gap here, and it's like, people go, well, what's the big deal? Again, I've seen miners get absolutely obliterated when the market drops. Even gold holds up. I'm just telling you, ten cuidado. AEM, keep talking about here, the 86, 87 area, can't get over it. AG, you think it's going to start cooking, and then we said this candle's really important, need to get over it. Near term fills the gap. Again, I don't know anything for sure, but I would be willing to bet that miners don't really go anywhere until the Fed meeting. I can bet that, which is next Wednesday. Unless geopolitical risk, again, unless like some extraneous event comes out of nowhere. Newmont, again, the 40 area makes sense, 41, but not going anywhere past. Like this one gave it back. Makes sense. Trying to say like this is why they're tricky. I'd love to wait, and this is why I keep saying love to wait for the market to blow out and get absolutely crushed. Okay? Because then you know for a fact if they start rising against a market that's dropping, it shows you fund flow is consistent and you're going higher. I don't think you can see tech and gold miners rise. I hope you understand, right? Makes sense. Micron. Oh, I'm like, sorry, I'm like, don't Like still focused on gold. Talked about Taiwan semi. Felt like it was going to break back up to the channel. Lower high. You better hold the 190 area. Just keep it simple, stupid. Let's just move a little faster. Micron. Another turd in the... We talked about semis are turd. Semis are turd nuggets. This is the middle finger formation. Fudge you. You have to hold. You have to hold. Okay? AM Dizzle. Right? Range lows. No. NVIDIA. Again, my favorite short of the semis. Again, Google's coming for their lunch. Apple's coming for their lunch. Microsoft's coming for their lunch. The Broadcom deal. Everybody's coming for the leader. We talked about this candle. Why don't I have... Yeah, why don't I still have this here? That was the candle. That was the channel, just like the Qs. Since then, lower highs. Will we make a lower low? I anticipate 127 and change at some point, 100-day. SMCI. Again, I think semis are the easiest shorts here. Again, competition is not friendly to margins. Again, especially when you're pricing in endless earnings. They're trading at what? How many times earnings? They're I can't even count that high. Some of these PE ratios. You're like, you can't count to 140? No, I can't. SMCI again. I don't trust them. Again, they're whoever's doing the book. I think it was Ernst & Young was doing their books, auditing them, and then quit. And then they're like, yeah, our books are good. Okay, my books are good if I cook them too. I would tell people that. Intel, again, just, well, you have 7 or 8 red days in a row. Someone's like, dude, look at the green day. I'm like, yeah, red light district, or sorry, left-right combo. Okay, well, it's due to bounce, but I don't know. I wouldn't get excited. Be careful. Again, whatever. I say the same thing, and I still get yelled at. SMH, we talked about this. Looks like a crapola. Needs to break the 200-day to confirm more down. Adobe, this is why you don't hold into earnings unless you gamble and hedge, unless you want to gamble. Kapow! Right back at the range lows, big volume. Keep an eye on it, because again, it needs to stick the landing here in the 470s. If not, raggy. Apple. Yesterday feels very topish. Again, is the fruit about to spoil? Again, Apple's very good at breaking out and faking out tops. Again, if you think the economy's going to slow, I mean, I know their sales suck. We know China's going to be a potential issue. Be quiet. Be careful. Amazon, 1.618. It's been a solid move. Again, the more you're up, the less you own. You go from 150 up to 230 on a mega cap. It's probably due for some pullback and chop. Meta, chopping around. Keep an eye on it. CRM. We talked about this one due to bounce, 8-10 day. Okay. I mean, can you retest? That's always possible. Again, I think that looks shortalicious. But again, define your risk. Don't just go, well, I'm going to short it at any point. No. Guggenheim breaking out to new highs. Today's action really doesn't tell me much. As long as you're holding over old highs. Again, this is either going into, it is overbought. We're either going to digestive conditions, in my opinion, which could lead to higher prices or lower prices, which again, at this point, again, it's really dependent on the market. Because again, when something's leading up, it can fight the fund flow, right? Saw this with Microsoft today. It was like, holy freaking A. That is not the candle you want to see for the bulls. You fill gaps, you play traps, you get snapped. Be careful. NDAQ, that does not look good. NDAQ, we talked about, like, this is the easiest short if you're thinking about tech not being the leader of the future. Meaning, like, their stocks will not lead the market because they're so overpriced. They have to digest future multiples. It's just like in the .com era, and it's not a big deal other than this exchange will not be as popular. Tech stocks will not be as popular. MicroStrategy. Talked about this blow off. Watch it 20-day. And again, I think you're stuck between a range. I don't know which way you're going until you break out. Break out. Oh, man, I just moved my fibs. Damn it. Break out. I don't know. Up or down. It could just go in a choppy range. It did this previously. Right? People don't remember this. Right? Let's think we're in that. People get mad when I'm like, oh, I think it's going to be stuck for a little while. But again, you would think if Bitcoin's going to $150, this shit would be more towards the 500 mark. Netflix and Kill, Bears, been holding up. Said, watch this gap here. See what happens. Roblox, think they get bought out at some point. Been holding up pretty darn well. Keep an eye on it. PanW. Chop, chop. Fizz, fizz. Tesla. I mean, again, we like Pan W. I think, again, there's not much to say. Tesla trying to speed it up. Be careful. Come on, man. If you're not taking profits, pigs get slaughtered. Even Kramer's right on that part. Just keep an eye on it. Again, I don't know long term if this has got the power to go much higher without good news. Keep an eye on it. Again, I mean, long term, whether you believe in Elon or not, it doesn't matter. Just, again, stocks are meant to be traded. If you don't trade them and you hold on to whoever, if you're betting on never-ending up moves. And again, you hope that happens. Insight, I think this stock gets bought out. We talked about buying it down in the 50s, breaking the downtrend. Now some bios getting smoked back. We're looking for weakness. Palantir, talked about this one, blow off topper, right? Think about how the MicroStrategy, the Palantirs, these names that have been freaking cooking are starting to look a little tired. Those have been the leaders. Keep an eye on it. Could you see weakness? MicroStrategy or McDonald's seems to be kind of stuck under this 300 level. DKNG, this has been a solid winner for those who bought the pooties. We talked about it for the boys. Talked about this level failing. Talked about also a push today. Don't be sure that bounces here. It's support. Keep an eye on it. Again, if it doesn't bounce, even better. Airbnb Invisible, chopping around. Costco, the whole 1,000 headline said be on red alert. Doji, Starbucks, stuck in a range. Stuck in a range after their new CEO. They steal him from Chipotle. FedEx. Talked about it bouncing down here. Due to bounce. Cool. How high? We'll see. Look at Caterpillar. Again, some global growth names. Retro Raggy. Want to give a shout out to Coop and the boys for their trades. They played Red Hat after hours. Call options. Zinger, winner. They have their little systems going. Not little, but systems that try to predict earnings moves. Again, I told them I think, again, differently. Zoom out. Stocks that are coming off bottoms that are in big chop zones, I think it's easier to play call options for earnings. Because, again, everything's priced in. I like that. Again, little segregation of what might work and what worked better. Again, it's just they're using skew and they're using different options, action, to watch and predict. And again, no one's selling certainty, but however, I like the plays because again, if you define your risk and you go, I'm willing to lose X amount, and then you hit one and it's boom, you make 10X. That's how you got to do it. That's how you do it. I respect the game. DE, again, shout out to homies. DE chopping around. We talked about this going from 350 up to the 400s. Now it's a 20-day. Again, some of these global growth names. Look at Nucor. Ay caramba. Right? Things are getting better. X not getting bought out. Again, I think they will in time, but I'd love to see that pull back. VALE. Again, global growth names. Arrow. Again, we like Junior Copper. Let it come on down. It's like the price is right. What's the price is right? I don't know. $11.99. CCJ. Again, we've liked this long term, but man, you've gone into overbought mode. Due to pull back? We'll see. CF, again, we like ag names. Let them get pulverized. CF is definitely the leader. Mosaic, NTR seem to be stuck cheddar. AA Aeron, again, we like aluminum. We're like, please don't chase it. The breakout. Bow. Come on back. You hear? XLF, again, financials look a little sneaky. As the market makes new highs, who's not following? You like to see the banks leading. JP Morgan, again, they're not buying back their stock. Why would you be buying it? Folks who shorted near the highs. Holla. Congrats. Again, I know Jay Solstice in that. Morgan Stanley. Again, I bring up similar names because, again, they're the ones posting. I give credit to where credit is due. I love giving shout outs. Again, it's a group effort. Everyone's trying to help out. Morgan Stanley, chopping around at the highs. Watch if the gap looks like it's about to break. Bank of America, holding up pretty well. But, again, Buffett's like, I get the fuck out of here. Excuse my language. Goldman Sachs, same thing. Holding up pretty well, but under the 20-day. A lot of these under the 20-day. Carry. Wow, market looks great. How many red days in a row? It's due to bounce. We'll see. XBI, here you go. A risk-on name. Kapow. Getting busted today. Keep an eye on that. Jets. Feels like the New York Jets here. Overpromise, underdeliver. Coming. We'll see again. I don't anticipate it holding up. We talked about the housing stocks. Better hold the 100-day. Better hold the trend line now. Again, this is why it's like, man, it's really hard to be bullish up here. You're seeing a lot of weakness. Solar sucks. Just calling it what it is. Again, we talked about trading these, shorting these, and then anticipating pops. I like First Solar, I think longer term because the chart looks prettier, but not surprised that it's just death. HYG, I mean, you've got to be high out of your mind to be buying corporate debt. Who wants corporate debt? Not me. Oil, nice little bounce, but takes a pause here. UNG, again, I hate this product. Absolutely think it's a turd. Nice little bounce. KOLD, we've talked about this trading between a big range. Got back down here. If you didn't take any profits today, shame on you. Again, I mean, you're trading around your positions. XOP thinks this gap is going to fill. Keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. Again, the gasoline names don't look so hot. Down 3 points. MPC down 4% today. Ugh. CVE, I like junior oil names in time, but I would love them to get pounded. ExxonMobil holding on to trend for dear life. Hold. Again, things you wouldn't see if the market to me is looking stronger. Occidental, this thing is, I mean, again, Buffett's probably selling puts and just selling calls and just loving this action. Keep an eye on it. Again, UQT, I mean, you would think this would be up more today. We'll see. Last but not least, Flex LNG. Again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Always here to help. Love you guys. Appreciate all the love, support, generous donations. Shout outs to all the homies posting in the Discord room. Shout outs to everybody involved in the channel. You guys are awesome. Again, the more you interact, the more I will interact back as well and try to offer insights. Sometimes it's a little quiet in there. Sometimes people are posting. Either way, it's so much appreciated because, again, I think people sometimes are scared to admit they're wrong. Again, it's one of those things. I hope you guys realize I will be wrong. We will all be wrong. It's not an ego thing. It's okay to fuck up in the markets. No one's perfect. Again, it's a probability-based game. It's like getting pocket aces or getting 11 and you double down. The odds are in your favor and you push the chips in, but sometimes you lose, and that's part of the game. It's knowing how to mitigate losses. That is the freaking key, y'all. All right, love you guys. Have a wonderful night. Peace in the Middle East. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, stop by the Discord room. A link is in the description below. Also, if you'd like to help support more free content, your PayPal link is in the description as well. I appreciate your continued support of the channel.